Hey you guys, welcome back to another review of 90 Day Fiancé. So let's get into it.
You keep it on count.
Yep. Yeah. LY.
What's up, KOED fam? What's up, man? What y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtneyandeddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Courtney, also known as Coco.
and this is Kourtneyandeddie. This channel is all about relationships, it's all about reviews, and it's all about entertainment. And yes, my belly, because I had some spaghetti, so it's kind of plump. Because I got to take a...
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow, and on all social media sites, comment down below.
Why you disturbing my flow?
I'm sleepy, I'm tired. Why do they have a 2-hour show on a Sunday night? Let's get into it. You had all them complaints before we sat down.
I gotta get them on soapbox before every video, you know that.
No. Anyway, so if you want to purchase tees from my brand store, head on over there to koedwear.com and purchase t-shirts and merch like this. And make sure that you go in the description below to join our Patreon, where we will have exclusive content just for patrons. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start off with Bilal and Shaeeda. Y'all see how much he play? Do y'all know what I had to go through before again? He sits in that chair and complain how tired he is, and he did almost absolutely nothing today. He did go to work for a couple hours, but I'm tired. And then he want to get over there and play, acting like he. Anyway,
Acting like what?
I was talking about you being short, but yeah, it's about the truth. All right, so
no, it's not. It's
she
an optical illusion.
No, yeah.
Okay, now Shiloh and Bilal.
There's no Shiloh on this show.
Oh, Shiloh.
No.
Shiloh.
Her name is Shaeeda.
Shiloh. I said Shiloh.
And Bilal.
And Bilal.
So she's calling Bilal OCD. Basically because when you've been single and stand by yourself for so long or whatever, you know, I think she said, can she bring he got a latte.
She had some coffee. He said, I got some coffee for you in the kitchen. And she asked him, she bring the coffee, I guess it was a latte. Can she bring it into the bedroom? And he said, yeah, sure, you can take it in the inner room when you want to. And the reason why she asked that, because he's so OCD. And some people, they can be kind of clumsy, take stuff like that in your bedroom and spill it and be all on the carpet. So his main thing was he didn't want to walk in the bedroom or into the inner room. You got clothes on the floor, underwear on the floor, socks on the floor.
I'm saying, do she do that? I don't know. It's just his gesture. You know?
Maybe somebody in his past did it.
So they are headed to Junebra.
I'm gonna try to say it because I don't want to offend nobody.
And it's like church for Christians, you know. It's where they go to pray and they fellowship and stuff like that. So he's headed there. He want to be on time. He don't want to be late. So she's also gonna meet his ex-wife while they there. She is super nervous about meeting his ex-wife. Excuse me. And so, yeah, she nervous about meeting everybody, which I don't blame her. So they were in the car ride heading to Junebra. And I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but Junebra. And Bilal said that he does understand her being nervous, because when he was in Trinidad, that he was nervous about meeting her people. And she was like, well, yeah, I do get it, but it's really not the same. Like, I'm actually living here. Yeah. I'm going to be raising your children. I got to see these people on an everyday basis. You met them one time, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, like Shaeeda, that's her name. What, tell her name?
Just say like she said.
Tell her name.
It don't matter. You ain't going to remember it.
All right, the last time I give it to her.
You going to remember?
I remember.
If not, what? How much you going to pay me?
Pay you no attention, but
okay. Figure it out.
Anyway, she said when he went over there, he was on vacation, which I totally agree. It's a different vibe. It's a different, it's a different situation. But she's over here to try to see if she's gonna live here and, you know, see if she's gonna get married. So that's two different scenarios right there. So,
and she kind of felt like he dismissed her feelings because it's different.
But he did say, you know, I see what you're saying. He did kind of.
And then he said, I'm not trying to dismiss your feelings or anything.
He did say that.
So it still wasn't pretty much good enough. So she felt a little, I guess you want to say, dismissed. But so she, what he had said, I think her vibe changed or whatever, and she kind of pretty much shut down. And he was like, guess what? You got a boogie in your nose.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to lighten the mood.
Like she 12.
Yeah, and just kind of play with her.
Like she one of the children.
And he said, you got a boogie in your nose. It's green, it's nasty, it got some hair on it. Thank God I wasn't eating no food. I've been mad at the TV here.
But you wanted to recite it just like
in case
verbatim.
In case y'all eating y'all food. So that's for y'all appetite. And she said, that's nasty and that's gross. And she said, you need to stop playing like that. He said, it is the booger.
And she smacked him upside the head like that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't no child, man. I ain't no dog. I ain't no pet.
She smacked him upside the head just like that.
And he said, don't hit me again. You need to stop playing.
And she was like, what? And she started poking him.
He said, stop playing.
And
he was driving.
Nah, he was driving.
I was saying, she trying to play with her own life, man.
Because he was driving.
You don't know how good of a driver this man is, but you on poke and snatch his face and stuff while he driving.
She did.
On the interstate, because he wasn't driving through no neighborhood. He was on the highway.
I was going to say, they in Atlanta? No, they not in Atlanta.
Oh.
And so, yeah. So he was like, you know, I told you not to do that. And then so she was like, what? And she did it again. So he's like, I'm pulling over and you're going to get an Uber.
I know. He said that. I said, now do it again. I'm going to show you how for real I am. And guess what? She did it the third time. Then all of a sudden I heard click, 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 click. He pulled over.
And so, yeah, he pretty much told her to don't do it. She was like, oh, I'm not getting out this car. And he was like, get out. And so
she didn't say get out, dude.
He didn't say get out, but he was saying like something to that reference. And she was like, I'm not getting out. So, I'm not getting out. And they, you know, the Shady production, honey, they so shady. They showed the next scene, but it made it seem like he was getting out the car to get her out. But he actually doing something else.
Yeah, he pulled, he started driving again. He made to a destination. He pulls over.
And she was like, we here?
And he said, yeah, we here. And he gets out the car. He walked and left her in the car. I said, man, no, he didn't walk out and leave her in the car like that.
Me too. Because he's seemed to be seen, very, and I use that loosely, that he seems to be a gentleman. So he goes around
open
her door, you know, like my husband does. And so I think she was waiting on him to open the door, but he just kept, honey, you could see him in the background.
Yeah, by the buses and everything. Oh, dang, he far away.
And she was like, he just leave me here?
And she had a seatbelt off, and if I was driving by, seeing that, ooh, she lost so many cool points. Look at her. I think she gonna get the door open for her.
Oh, excuse me. What?
Oh, I'm telling my jokes. You doing? What you doing?
I was yarning. How about that? I was yarning.
My jokes bore you?
Well, it could be, but I'm sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. So yes, while you went to work for a few hours, I was here and I was cleaning and I was cooking.
That's
and
what
I was
supposed
washing.
to do. And you rap it loud. That's what it. Get on to the video, girl. Think she tried to treat me like Gino.
So anyway, so he actually, when she realized, she was like, oh, he going to pick up his kids, so she put her seatbelt back on.
But still, though,
he didn't say nothing.
He could at least told her, hey, babe, we're going to swing by and pick up the kids.
He still was in his feelings about that little hit. Yeah. I'm saying, dude, you up there concerned about that hit. Now, he was like, is this going to be like this? Are you going to be abusive?
Yeah, he did say that.
All that extra stuff or whatever.
Let me say this about that situation. I get where he was coming from. Once I tell you don't hit me again, okay? But you gotta show her grace too. She's from a different country. She has a different upbringing. So maybe y'all mindset when it comes to stuff like that is not the same. Her joking might not be the same as your sense of humor or your joking. So he got to show a little grace. He was being a little extra with it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think you're a serial killer after you hit me. No, dude, tap it down.
Yeah.
You said your piece, and she said she wasn't going to do it no more. Just keep it rolling.
Yeah. And the fact, too, that you done pranked this lady and had her staying in a house that was not hers. And you mentioned it, and then she mentioned it, too. So you concerned about a little tap, and she said it was a tap, which it looked like it was a tap. But I think I can get annoyed with somebody just doing something that I don't like. You know, I think it was the being annoyed of it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that part. It just...
Well, somebody tell you stop doing something,
right?
You stop.
And then plus on TV, honey, he getting smacked over the head. You know, it just
They
ain't
like,
a good look.
Ooh, man, give me your man card, man. He don't want to smack you in the head. Not once, twice, or 3 times, man. Oh yeah. But before you go that farther, and I see where he's coming from. Like you said, it's the point of you ignoring me now. You know, I'm very, you doing something that's getting on my skin.
Right.
Here's why I'm saying that, because same thing Mark would tell Lindsay in the morning time when she was joking with him in the morning. He said, "Stop."
That's another show.
I'm just trying to bring, some of y'all might watch that show, Married at First Sight. And he said, when he tell her to stop, she keep on going. That can kind of gets, rub you the wrong way. So.
Yeah, sure. So the kids get in, they speak and everything, and so
that's an awkward situation.
Yeah.
The mood is different now. The mood is sour. Now you got kids in your presence.
Exactly. And so they arrived at Jumba, and pretty much he is ignoring her. Now at first he was excited for her to go. I think he said he was gonna introduce her or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was in his feelings, so she felt isolated. I think she was talking to his mom, but I said, girl, I done been places where you just feel like why am I here?
Yeah. I never forget the first time you took me to a party, your birthday party.
It wasn't my birthday party.
Some of your friend's birthday party, co-worker. And I don't know nobody. I was invited, so me and her went. And, first it was all good because she sat there with me because I didn't know nobody. So she saw some people she knew. She said, baby, let me go ahead and talk to him. I'll be right back. Sat there by myself. 5 minutes go by. 15 minutes go by.
But you saw me though.
Don't matter.
I mean,
30 minutes went by. I was still sitting there by myself. I think some people was next to me, so I feel sorry for me because he started talking to me. I said, man, never again. I would go somewhere.
And he was so upset.
Yeah, because I was sitting there. I didn't know nobody. She over there, Kiki and Kaka, were all friends. I'm sitting by myself.
But he
that was
saw
so
me.
rude.
It was
rude. I would never do you like that. So,
and I owned it.
I know how she feels.
Yeah, I owned it. I mean, I've been done like that before, but I do own it and everything. But
it got to the point. I wanted to get the car keys and sit in the car till she got out.
But I done been around other people, and like nobody talks to me, honey. They want to tell me about every story that they got, but child, baby, as long as you there, then you good. But don't hear nothing else about that, honey.
That's a different situation.
We don't want to get into that.
That's a different situation. All I'm saying is this.
I always feel like I'm left out.
I went to a party and I just felt that. I'm talking about, man, I felt bad.
All right, and I do too. All right, and let's keep it moving.
Nothing to do with it.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's what you say. So they are. So he didn't introduce her to nobody. So they get ready to go outside and meet the ex-wife. And I knew that the ex-wife was gonna be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I felt that her vibe would be cool. So she was nervous, but they did talk, and so she was like, "Well, it was nice meeting you. We're gonna sit down and talk a little bit more because she got to do something." So yeah, and I thought it was over with, but y'all, them children get right back in the car, so it's finna be right back tension. And so I think they was talking like he was like, well, I still feel disrespected and yada yada, and she was like, well, whatever. So she said sometimes she feels like he talks down to her or treats her like a child.
Well, he is a little condescending there.
Yeah,
he really is. I think basically what they did. After that was over, they got in the car. He swung by the house to drop her off so he could spend some time with his kids. And to me, that was
no, he went to take them to practice.
Spend time with her. Stayed there for 2 hours.
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to leave him there, so he
Nah,
probably
I
waited
know,
till
but I'm
they
just
got
saying
finished.
he could have took her with.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
got
So they can bond a little bit more.
So she went in there and started doing yoga. And I got to learn how to do all that stuff that she was doing, child. Flip my body. Twist my body like that. And twist it.
You having issues with your knee now for just jump roping? No.
If I do yoga, it'll help my body stretch.
No, you're gonna stretch all right. No, Those days are long gone.
If you're in the Patreon, I'll go live while I do it. No, just anyway. So let's see. So now, he dropped her off at the house and everything. So she went back in there to do yoga, and so he comes home 2 hours later, and anyway, pretty much, he told her she looked nice. So I guess she wouldn't put on her date night clothes anyway, honey, regardless. He said that he was still in his feelings about that, and he wanted to sit down and talk. So he really wasn't in the mood to do date night. But I hope he took that girl out, because she was like, "Now I feel like I'm being punished." I was like, "Ooh, that's just like a child."
Yeah, actually, it was, because he said, "Well, her apologies seem genuine enough. I forgive her. And just make sure you don't do it no more." And it feels like I said he has so much control over her now since she's in this country, and
exactly.
And you can kind of tell,
because she can't drive, she can't go
do
nowhere.
She got to depend on him for everything.
Yep.
And you can kind of tell, because when he sat down on the couch and he was talking before the date night, that it's like he was waiting for her to kind of, basically, I hate to say it, like just bow down to him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she started crying because she don't have nobody over here.
Right.
And she apologized and said, well, me and my brother, we joke like that. So, well, we don't do. I don't do things like that.
Let me say the excuse that they gonna use, and this was all the couples. We don't do that, and we don't do that in my culture. We don't do that in my culture. We don't. Child playing. You don't do that in your culture, Bilal. Come on now, we do that.
He
over
did
here.
say they play. He used to play growing up.
He didn't really tell her that.
Yeah,
though.
he said in a confession they play fight, but his point was, when I tell you not to do it no more, you cross your boundaries.
But don't say that we don't do that in my culture. Don't do that. And I think that all of them will pull that on either side and keep using that, because that's just an excuse.
Yeah, and my thing is this. Before you date somebody in another culture, maybe you need to do some more research before you date that person, so you know what to do and not to do. But go ahead.
So let's move on to Jibri and Miona. So 72 days until they get ready to wed. Miona have been there a few weeks, honey, and she about to be on edge, honey.
Yeah, she can't
I
go
mean,
nowhere.
I can't imagine 2 weeks.
In that small little space you're in that little room, you can't really go nowhere.
Do they have internet?
And you're in Rapid City. Rapid City? What's to do in Rapid City?
I don't know. It sounds fun. It say Rapid City. It sounds fun.
The only thing rapid about Rapid City is how fast the boredom you get. Yeah, pretty good.
So, no, I really won't.
You laugh.
So I just laughed so you could just feel like it really was funny, It's just that awkward air that was just, you don't want to leave it still and hanging, so you just go.
Yeah, I do you like that all the time, but I get it.
Do. So Jibri went to be with his band and practice and whatever they had to do. So he left Miona there. Not alone, but I guess his mom was there.
Yeah, that's alone.
So his mom comes in to talk to her and just kind of, catch up, see how she doing, talking about the room was clean and everything. I guess she said she ain't got nothing else to do. And so she was asking how her parents, how it's back home. So she was like, she missed her parents. She missed them. They miss her. So it's kind of hard. And so she asked the two, well, let me show you how to wash clothes, because I know you've been there a few weeks and I'm quite sure you need to wash clothes. So she's like, okay, that'll work. So she went downstairs, washed clothes. And of course, they wash and dry back home is different. But as she was putting the clothes in, she said, this. And then she said, oh, what is this? This is a scarf or something?
Yeah. She said, it's my hoochie mama clothes.
Yeah. So she was like, no, that's a shirt. That's just a top.
I just wonder how they wash this over there. It's the way she was saying, they got certain, levels and
temperatures
you can turn it on, like what, like 85 degrees, 100 degrees.
I guess.
You know.
I guess over here, I don't know if it's simpler or not.
Yeah, we use like hot, cold, hot.
And so she said no, that, you know, that's something that she wears. So she said that the mom was saying, well, I'm a little bit concerned about your dress being in Rapid City. Like, the people don't dress like that, you know. You may kind of stand out if you dress in that way. You don't want to show too much and everything.
Maybe she should get some fire on the Rapid City. You know what I'm saying? So the Rapid City could be the new
Rabbit City.
That sounds boring. Rapid City. Yeah, Rapid City could be the new Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a lot of black people move to Rapid City. She was the main one bringing it. What?
I'm just saying.
You know.
Anyway,
bring the thought to Rapid City.
So she said that's why she want to move. Miona said that's why we need to move, because I'm not finna adjust myself to this culture or this country or whatever. We need to move to where I fit in, basically. And so she said, well, no, I don't want y'all to go. You know, I want y'all to stay. I don't want Jibri to leave or anything like that.
And that's exactly how his mom did. She forgot her own son name like she did. I don't want you to go.
She?
No.
What was you saying?
I'm saying you forgot the woman.
Man, I'm just repeating it, honey. Ain't in no Showtime acting. So she said
you
that.
gotta get all sniffy with me.
So Miona said, well, this is the 21st century. Don't you think that people are, you know, changing?
She sounded like she was Buck Rogers for the 21st century.
They need to get with it. And she saying if they can't forget, well, she didn't use those words, but she was like, F them if they can't get with it. Like, I'm not really trying to change myself for people or for this, you know, area.
And I think Jibri mom, I think she's a feminist. That's what I'm thinking, and she should be embracing what's her name? Miona. Well, she's, you know, how she feels, because she is a feminist. So she should believe in women just being who they are. They don't have to kind of cover up, you know, and stuff like that. But I just don't think she likes the girl.
She don't like a girl, because she said she looked at the Instagram and the pictures and how she posed and stuff like that.
And also, I don't think she want her to be walking around in front of her husband like that.
Yeah, I'm finna get to that. That's basically it. If that was like, if you said all that, you went down the street, dropped her off, picked her up, went to the grocery store, picked up some pack of cigarettes, and came on back and got in the bed to say all of that, girl, you could have just said it. Listen, I don't want you dressed like that around my husband. Now, whatever you do when you go out, do what you do, honey. You can be butt naked in the streets. It don't matter. But when you come home, wear a trench coat.
I think Miona, she kind of figured it out, too. Because she told Jibri. And when they were in the truck, in the dad truck.
So, Jibri was talking to his mom, because he was sitting outside, and he with that pink hair looking all crazy and stuff.
Oh, man, I thought he was just mad.
What?
I thought he was just mad. That's why I thought his hair was red. Because
womp. This is one of them little Avatar, them old cartoons that you be.
Hey.
What they call?
Hey, stop it.
Anime.
Stop it. You don't want to cross that line. I'll talk about my anime. Stop it. You're on the show.
Man, I don't care nothing about that anime. You don't pay no bills up in here. Stop it. Do stop it. Ain't paying damn bill. But anyway, in your head, it's paying bills. But okay,
like your Tyler Perry movies, man. Go ahead.
But I'm not that passionate. Say stop it. Don't talk about my dick. Stop it. Don't talk about Tyler.
Baby, what you watching, baby? Tyler Perry movie. How many times you seen it?
A bunch of times, and I leave it at that. I don't say, stop it, don't say nothing bad, you cross the line.
Go on, do the show.
Tyler don't pay bills here. Now, if he want to, he can. You can email us at kourtneyandeddie Gmail.
You start trying to clout chase and get on with this.
Gmail.com. They trying to clout chase.
Yeah.
Trying to get my gig on.
Okay, you gonna do a scene with Dr. Heaven?
No.
That's what.
And so anyway, so he talking to his mom and said that you know, first of all, he was mad at her, you know, because Miona told him what was said. Go ahead and finish.
No, all right.
And cause you know you went through her laundry. I was like, she didn't go through your laundry.
Yeah, how he said. No, she showed I guess you could say technically she did go through her laundry because as she was pulling her stuff in.
She didn't go. But then when you say go through,
like,
I see
what
is
you
this?
said.
What is this? And I get it. Sometimes it may not have been told to him like that, but he just said it like that, you know. And so she was like, well, first of all, I didn't go through her laundry. And so he said that he was mad. And he said he was a little bit stressed out because, you know, she feel like you trying to tell her how to dress and stuff like that or whatever. And so go ahead, finish.
No, I blame this on Jibri.
Jibri.
His name Jibri to me. Cause until he get his life right, I call him Jibri. But right now it's Jibri.
Yeah, that's an excuse because you're saying it wrong. But go ahead. We'll go with that.
Okay, thank you. But no, the reason why I blame him is because why are you gonna invite somebody from another country to your place when you really don't have a place for her to lay her head?
One.
Okay, then you know how your parents are. You know your parents are very conservative. You know what?
Go ahead.
Moya, you know how she is, how she dresses, okay? You know what? Hold on. Hey, y'all gotta understand, y'all. This is the 3rd episode, man. Yeah, I'm still up.
In the 20th episode, you still up. It was today. It's Miona.
Why they can't get somebody named Becky?
Because she's not from here. Go ahead.
Anyway, Miona, you know how she was on Instagram? You know how she dressed? You know how your mom think? That's not gonna work, man. Then you got her in that small bedroom. It's not a whole apartment. You got it in a room,
right?
And you know, now you gotta go out there and tour with your band. Now she stuck in the room with nothing to do. So I put all the blame on him.
And two, that you trying to force this girl to want to stay here. And then I blame her for coming here. And
well, she thought she was going to California.
Oh, so and keep saying, oh, we need to stay. What is it about that you trying to force some grown woman to make a decision that she don't want to make? I don't understand the logic of it. You already said, oh, well, when she get hot, she get a temper. I don't want to go off on my mom and stuff like that. Then we won't have. So if she got a temper, then why is you keep poking the bear? The girl don't want to stay here. Period. She don't want to stay there. She probably could stay in Alabama more than I guess she could stay there.
Yeah, come on, Alabama girl. We got all the fixing. You can go there, get on the show called Love and Marriage Huntsville.
So yeah, he said he also stressed out, and his mom was asking, well, you know, have she always put this much pressure on him? Because he said he's stressed out about the wedding and what she wanted. She want to move and all that stuff. And she was like, has she always put this much pressure on him? He was like, Mama, listen. I guess, is she a psychologist?
Yeah, she's a psychologist, some kind of therapist.
Psychiatrist. Yeah. So yeah, he was like, listen, don't be putting on, I don't want to hear all that, you know, that kind of.
The more I try using Jedi mind tricks on you got pressure.
And so it really kind of made him think and stuff. So she was also saying, well, you know, you trying to do a lot in 90 days. And he was like, yeah, because I ain't got that much time. And I got to do it. And I can keep going and yada, 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 whatever. And she was like, but what if you fall and if I fall, I got to get back up. She was like, well, that's disrespectful because we got to help you get up and help you if you fall and all that stuff. And I'm trying to see if that girl going to be there for you if you crack under pressure or whatever. So I guess she's trying to see if she going to be a good wife for him, because right now the girl, she really concerned about herself. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah. So anyway, oh yeah. Then she said, I'm just trying to see if Miona, if she want people to cater to her because she pretty and she can show her breasts. Like, what else she got? So that's what got him, Mom. And like he said, he got to learn from his own mistakes. Let him fall, honey. Let him fall. All right. So let's move on to Ben and Ari. You want to talk about them?
There was really nothing to talk about, to be honest with you. You know, she took him to New York for the first time. I guess they stay in Jersey. So she took him to New York for the first time, and he was so excited being in New York. And that joke got so excited, started breakdance on the subway. I said, man, ain't no movie breaking, man. Beat Street, come on, man.
Yeah, it was funny.
So he started dancing and stuff. So, but bottom line, he's excited to be in New York, and he was like when he was eating, because she's so stressed out about finances and stuff, Now, in the comments, you guys saying that she's spoiled among, gives her everything, which I can see that now, you know what I'm saying? Because they used the mom truck to drive around.
Yeah, and she said girl, you ain't never had a job?
Right, because she stayed abroad so much. So yeah, so she's stressed about finances and whatnot. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm starting to stress now.
Right.
Why you start getting the stuff planned before you came over?
Yeah.
Look for a job or whatnot, but okay.
And then too, you knew you bringing a whole grown adult over here.
That can't work for like 3 months.
And you got a child. And what was your plan? So you knew he couldn't work. So let him get excited about whatever. Let him dreams whatever. So that's your fault. Don't trip about that. It's your fault.
Yeah, because he said he wants to be an MMA fighter. And she said, I did research on MMA fighters. They don't make that much money. You know what I'm saying? And, well, dude has been like this for he was in Ethiopia, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He seemed
was
to be
dancer.
very talented.
Yeah, and he was a fighter. So that's his passion. That's what he liked to do. So to expect anything different because he's come over here, you set your own self up for that.
I know that's right because and then they was driving through the neighborhood and going. He was like, "Oh, these some nice houses." He was like, "Yeah, this where the rich people live and stuff like that." He said, "Okay, I'm gonna buy you a house one day." Well, this for rich people. This not for us.
He has like $1 million, easily $1 million. I said, well, I get it. So. But the bottom line is this: he wants to move to New York, and she said New York is too expensive, and she can't do it.
And he said that well, why is she stressing out financially? Was she stressing out so much? Like, why we come here then? I guess he said we could have went back in Ethiopia, honey, and been balling out. So what we come back here to the U.S. But I know she wanted to come back here because she probably missed
being home.
Yeah, and just the easy access of different stuff or whatever. But
yeah. All I gotta say is, Benny, if you really want to make some money, go back on that subway and keep breakdancing.
But you know what? I think she really got stressed at, and especially if she's not used to paying that, is when her mama said, "Now I got you the first 2 months, but you gonna have to get the bill the next one on your own."
Yeah, now if her mama said I got the whole year, she would have been good.
She been good. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on to Patrick and Thais.
Patrick, Thais, and Johnny.
Exactly, that's right. I should put that. So Patrick driving up to his house, and what she do?
Hit the garage. We home, babe.
That's your house.
I said, man, is it that easy to impress people?
He told me, I'm finna go over there and get out. Go ahead, baby, honey. Go ahead. You said that.
I said, if I was married, I'd get me a foreign woman. And they're gonna think, ooh, boy, you balling. Yeah, baby, balling.
And so she said that she's excited, but she's really not excited to see John, but when she did see him, she faked it, stuff like that.
They both faked it.
Yeah.
For real.
So they come in, he got her a little dog again. She's excited about that. They popping bubbles, pop that cork, that champagne. And so she said something about, did she say something about my house? And then she said, she said, this is a celebration for me. This is a celebration for us. Because she did throw that me in there, honey, but she had to correct it real quick.
Yeah,
so,
she did. I didn't catch that, but you're right.
Yeah, and let's see. So, Patrick told his brother, listen, we finna go in the bedroom, cut your TV up real loud.
He said, we're going to take a shower, turn the TV on, and make sure you turn the TV up loud to the maximum.
That's just creepy that you got to tell somebody that because you're finna go in there and do that.
Yeah, so they went back there. Then, Johnny trying to turn the TV up. Then you got production people around the corner.
I know, right?
I said, let them get some privacy. Let me get this swerve on, man.
And you know what I'm saying? Shut that door.
Yeah, they probably did shut the door. Production probably kicked it up a little bit.
Listen, if I could come through the TV, I said, shut that door. They said that.
Man, shoot.
So they wake up the next morning and they said everything was great, honey. It was great. It was the most amazing that they ever had.
Yeah, she said, it's my first time having sex in America. Good America sex.
That's what she said.
No, she did say it was her first time having sex in America.
So it was so good that Patrick got up and cooked breakfast. His brother was like, you cooking breakfast? Like, shouldn't she be in here cooking? So he's like, no, I'm cooking. So he cooking breakfast. And so we both said, why is Johnny got that beer early in the morning? Johnny, you was in your business too, just like that.
I was like, what's going on, Johnny? You know, then later on, we kind of figured out the reason why he might drink so much because
he been through a lot. Okay, before we get into it. So, let's see. So Thais made reference to that, him drinking beer. He's like, Johnny, you drinking beer? He basically, mind your business. I ain't bothering you. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
He was really quick with it. So Johnny is doing the most. That was me writing that. But so he said that he was gonna cook some steak and everything. His brother said that he was gonna. Patrick said, "I'm gonna cook you some eggs, Johnny." You know, whatever. And then Thais was like, cook him. Can't he cook his own food? He grown. He can cook his own food. Come sit down and eat. And Johnny, I think, was getting his feeling like, this my brother. He can cook me what he wants.
Yeah, Patrick is torn. They pulling Patrick in both directions. Man.
I think Johnny's jealous.
Yeah, you're right. And he's jealous because he's losing his little brother. You know, he's been there with his little brother. He took care of his little brother when his little brother was on hard time. Now you got this Brazilian woman come out of nowhere. You gonna take away my little brother after I got him together and put him on his feet.
Yep.
So that's what he probably feels.
And what happened to that steak?
He said, see, John was doing he's doing too much. He was trying. I'm saying, how you flipping a steak like that? I thought you get like a fork or something, you stick and you flip it. That joker think he had a pancake and tried to flip it in the skillet and fell on the floor. We gonna eat that. I don't care. It's gonna be on the floor for 5 seconds. We gonna eat that. I said, but y'all got a dog walking around the house and stuff, man. I'm not gonna eat that steak.
He said, but man, ain't nobody finna eat that. That's what Patrick was saying, like, we not finna eat that. And I'm sitting there saying, I know he don't. He was like, well, the people in the Brazil, eats?
Yeah, he said a lot of people in the, I think
other countries don't have food.
Yeah, don't have food. He said, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. To me, I kind of read between the lines. Like we say, the other countries poor, they gonna eat food off the floor. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said something about Brazil too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Brazil.
So let's move on to the next scene. So Patrick wants to take Johnny and because I ain't saying this part where. What's her name? Thais. She just got fed up with Johnny antics, and she was like, "I'm finna go." So she went in the other room or whatever. But so Patrick wants to make a cohesive family because it started off on a bad note.
Yeah,
so he want to take them
everybody
golf.
Want to cool y'all.
Yeah, he want to take them golf and everything. So it seemed like they was, doing pretty good because you was like, what was you asking? You said, where Johnny going? I said, he going with them.
Yeah, I said, why you gotta take Johnny with you, man? It's like. I guess
he wanted to.
I guess they really believe in family, man.
Yeah,
they right out of the Fast and the Furious movies. They believe in family, man.
But it was purposeful because he wanted them to.
Yeah,
bond.
I get it.
So Johnny in the back seat and said, "We're going golf," and they was like, "Yeah." So I guess everything was fine. Long Johnny ain't drinking.
Yeah.
Now I think Johnny was drinking because his nerve. He was on.
I think Johnny do have bad nerves. I really do. Cause he do a lot of twitching.
So he wanted to take them out to golf and everything for them to get along. So they seem to be having fun. And Patrick is talking to Johnny and saying that, you was a little hard on her this morning. And so Johnny was like, is them your words? Or
her words.
Her words.
If it's her words, to hear from her.
I need her to say it. He said, well, she gonna need an interpreter. He said, well, get an interpreter. I need to know what she's saying. He said, I am the interpreter. Basically, I'm saying it too. That you was a little hard on her. And they started talking.
And John said, F you. Because he said, well, you going to interpret, you going to say what you want me to hear. I need somebody like a third party interpreter. But anyway, they went back and forth with that. And you can kind of tell that Johnny was getting real emotional, man. And he didn't want to cry in front of the camera because he kept turning away.
Yep.
And they went to the confession with Patrick, and Patrick said he loved his brother. They've been through a lot, growing up, and he didn't want to lose his brother. Yep. He just wanted them everybody to get along. And his brother, Johnny, feels the same way too. He said he loved his brother, you know what I'm saying? He looked out to his little brother. And I was like, man, that's brotherly love. It's crazy love, but that's just like, okay, I get it, man. I get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then you could see that when Johnny and Patrick was talking, that Johnny, this big old teardrop fell from Johnny's eye. I was like, oh my goodness, this man is both of them are very emotional. And then on top of that, the tears fell from his eyes too when that scene was playing. I'm like, oh, join them. Gone up there through the TV. Gone up there. You got way here. Throw him in the house. You got room over there. Because he was crying too.
All I'm saying, man, I wasn't crying like that. Go on now.
His eyes was watering.
It was probably the allergies, man. Plus, when you touch my eye, you touch my eyeball.
Touch his eyeball.
Yeah, anyway.
It was juicy.
Anyway, yeah, but something traumatic must have happened to them growing up because they had to stick together. So and that's the reason why I think Johnny drinks to hide his trauma from his childhood. You know what I'm saying, to get over it. So yeah. Yep.
Let's move on to Eve and Muhammad, honey. And now I want you to interpret Muhammad because you do a good job. But so Eve decided to call the plumber to install the bidet because he could. Can you call that same plumber to install our bidet? Because this one right here that Miss Love has sent us as a gift. Miss Love, if you watch this review, he still hadn't put in that bidet.
I'm like Muhammad. I don't know how to put it in. It's so difficult. So many parts. I don't get it. Where is she? I need to call her. I don't know. So yeah.
So Muhammad come in and tell her. What'd he tell her?
What you doing in here? Who is he? What's that in the background? Oh, this is TV, right? Yeah. Who is he? You know you shouldn't be in there with a man by yourself. You should have called me. This is no. So basically, in their religion, a woman cannot be alone with a stranger.
So you mean to tell me if that was a woman, he would be in there with her? Oh, okay. Okay, Muhammad. All right. Okay.
I don't know.
And so yeah, that's basically what it is. So they go back and forth, and so she was like, she a little frustrated because she feels that she need to make a list on all the stuff that she can and cannot do.
That's a good idea. Write a list. She said, I always joke. No. Write that list in case what you need to know. I left everything just to be with you. So I made sacrifices.
Why your hand light like that? Tickle me.
That's the way I think he grabs things. Cause the way he talks, everything gotta be light. He pick up stuff light. He push stuff light. So I made sacrifices to come over here. So you gotta make sacrifices for me, okay?
And so she said you in the United States now you cut all that other stuff out. You is not over there.
But you a Muslim man now. You a Muslim man. I know you're not Muslim, but you a Muslim man. So you gotta do what I asked you to do, okay? Okay.
Even your blinking, I don't know. Y'all low key, I think my husband won too. Y'all know I used to call him Muhammad.
Why do everybody think that you guys at work think I am? I don't know why, because I got a beard. Ooh, that's so stupid.
I was scared to go on the plane with him, honey.
I did get stopped in Las Vegas. They stopped me.
Yeah, but not because of that. Yeah. So anyway, she tripping about that, and look like next week they really and truly gonna have some words. So.
Well, Eve gotta understand when she made that comeback. That comment about you in America now. True, but they bring their religion with them. Yeah. Same way you go overseas, you're gonna take your Christianity with you. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what country you're in, so it's the way I look at it.
Yeah, so child, you can't be alone with no stranger, honey. So, ooh, child.
You can't show no skin.
And then she looked up and she said, "What you doing in here? I thought you was in there." I guess with her son. He said, "No, who is this? And why didn't you tell me?"
And the reason why she didn't know he was in there. He talks soft and he walks soft. So he snuck up on her. What you doing here? You know you shouldn't be here. No, come here.
So anyway, let's move on to Guillermo and Kara. So Guillermo and Carla. So they are on a date with it seems like her friends, and so they are asking Guillermo as far as, you know, is he ready for marriage, you know? And so he was like, he said, why would you say that? Like, he got real defensive. And so he's
I
like,
think he's just frustrated, but go ahead.
He's like, why would you say that? What makes you think that? Like, you know, they was just saying, like, when we was 23, basically, they was still trying to turn up. They weren't ready for marriage. He was like, no, I've been through a lot. And, you know, he was saying, I'm mature for my age, and, you know, I had to work hard. I think he said he had his own place, yada, yada, yada. So he was like, no, I'm ready for marriage. You know, I'm ready for this.
Their 23 is probably way different from my 23.
Now, that's the truth. So, they also asked, you know, name one thing that gets on your nerve, you know, with Kara. He said her drinking. You know, he can remember her being so drunk till she didn't know
what she did the night before.
Yeah.
So to me, she like to get sloppy drunk.
Yeah. So he was like that. Yeah, that's a problem. Like I tried to tell her don't do that and stuff like that, but yeah, she continues to drink.
Like you said, babe. He's mature for his age, and she still got a lot of growing up to do. She's still a party girl. Mm-hmm. And a party girl trying to get married does not make sense. Apparently not, because next week you're going to see her ex-boyfriend. You know, that's the reason why he broke up. It's to the point he said he don't even trust women no more.
Mm. So, but yeah, and then they talk about
going through their phones.
She went through his phone because one of his ex or somebody was messaging him or texting him or something like that.
It's some girl in Canada he was texting, and basically told her, the girl in Canada, the same thing he told her. Wasn't it Kara? And you know how guys do. You know, they take one text and they forward what you call that, when they copy paste it to other women, and that's what he did with her. And she found that text, and when she found the text that he sent the girl in Canada, she got upset, got her clothes and threw him out the window. I said, ooh, crazy, toxic.
Yeah. And so he said that sometimes he pick up her phone and what,
sometimes, you know, I guess, she'll allow him to pick up the phone and he'll go through it. But sometimes when she, like, you know, doing something, he reach over there without asking her and grab her phone, she'll snatch away from him. So he's thinking, if you gotta snatch your phone away from me, you hiding something.
Right. So anyway, that's it. That's all. I wasn't trying to make that video this long, but oh well. So this season is still okay. It's still okay. It's not giving what it should have been.
It's trying to pick up. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.